Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are shooting 1,000 yards. Okay, so it's been I think maybe at least 2 months since I've been to a 1,000 yard shooting location, and it's only my second time actually shooting 1,000 yards. I've been on 1,000 yard ranges before, but I didn't have a scope and a rifle that was really capable. So right now I got this Palmetto AR-10 and I got this 5 to 25 primary arms on it. Okay, so one of the things that I'm kind of remembering is that I have to actually dial it back all the way to 10 power in order to spot the impacts. Okay, so when I dial up the magnification more, I'm able to like get a finer holding point on the target. But what was happening is I really couldn't see the impacts, because what's happening is the 308 does throw you back a little bit. Okay, and what happens is as it throws you back, your head, when you're all the way up to 25 power, if the eye box is like very unforgiving, so the recoil will basically throw you out of the eye box. So what I'm finding is by zooming back to 10, I'm able to take the shot, and through that recoil, okay, I still have enough of an eye box where I can stay in the scope and I can spot the impacts. Okay, so it's interesting the way this is working out. So yeah, so this is like a relatively, this is a new thing for me, shooting 1,000 yards. Right? I mean, 500 yards I've shot many times, 200 yards I shoot every day, but 1,000 yards. There's definitely a learning curve going on here, and I'll probably have to do this a lot of times before I like really fine-tune my shooting technique for 1,000 yards. Hey everyone, so I'm going to take you guys down into the pit at 1,000 yards. Okay, so this is at the 1,000 yards, there's no ceasefire. Basically, as we go down into the pit, bullets are going to be flying over our heads. And impacting either into that dirt there or into that pile of dirt there. Okay, so the range is actually live right now. So I thought I'd show you guys. This is pretty interesting the way this range is set up. So you've got these things that, like, there's two targets and they kind of seesaw up and down. I'm all the way at the far end over there. So somebody's like there's bullets like going over my head now. I mean, not at this moment, but they're not that loud because at this point they're subsonic for most people. There's only one other guy shooting right now. So I was already down here where there's that load of targets. So let me just show you guys how this thing works. So the way these targets work is like they seesaw up and down, right? So as they go up like that, you see how they go up, and then next target comes down. Okay, and basically I could put a target on here if I want. So let me bring this back down. Let's look at the target. So I had two targets up. There you go. There was a crack over our head, but it's not actually a crack because it's subsonic. So the bullets are. I think what we're actually hearing is, I think, the bang at the muzzle, because when they're coming here, they're subsonic. But anyway, I shot a five shot group, okay, at 1,000 yards, and yeah, let me get a marker out. There's a lot of interesting things that I learned today. This is like my second time like shooting 1,000 yards. Okay, so I'm gonna put like 2 circles around this because there's other holes on this. Okay, so we got, these are the ones I just shot. Okay, so again, this is a 5-shot group that I did. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and the 5th shot, it might be like this one over here. I don't know. I should mark this just in case I get these two. I don't know if it's one of those two. Might be. But let's take a tape on this. Well, extend this tape. Grab it. Let's grab one over here. Come on. So the 4 out of 5. Let me get this thing through. I'm doing this one-handed. That should be right there. 4 out of 5 at 1,000 yards. 4 out of 5 is 28. No, a little bit more than that. 4 out of 5 at 30 inches. Okay, so 1,000 yards, real easy. Just divide by 10. So 30 inches are going to be 3 MOA. 4 out of 5 shots. Okay, and then that 5th shot, we don't know where it went. Now with this, I was using Freedom ammunition. It is typical that one of the shots is going to be a flyer. So that one shot might have just been, you know, ammunition. So 4 out of 5, 3 MOA, 1,000 yards. Hey, so I also set up another target here. Same thing. Hold on, let me get my pen back, because I was shooting 2 targets at the same time. Because I actually drive this, you know. So here, all right. So again, this target's been reused. So let's see where my hits are. So again, I'm going to put double circles. 1, 2, 3. That's not me. 2, 3. Where's the other one? Where are you? Hold on. I got one over here. 4 way out there. That one. Where's the 5th shot? I thought there was another one somewhere on this paper. Yeah, I mean, I was searching this paper. I actually paused the camera and I was like searching this paper because I thought I got the 5th one on paper, but apparently not. So yeah, the 5th one went off paper. So I got 3 shots here at 1,000 yards. The 3 shots are nice. They're at 11 inches, man. So that's like a 1.1 MOA. The 4th one was like way out here. Hold on. With the 4th one, now, here we go. With the 4th one, we are at 38 inches. So that's like 3.8 MOA. All right. So, I mean, still 1,000 yards, 4 MOA. I mean, you know. Now the thing with this is because I was my dial up, because the last time I was shooting this 1,000 yards, same ammunition, free munitions, 147 grain. My dial up was 11.5 MOA. So I got an incoming wind today. So which is the incoming wind is when I was shooting was a good like 7 to 10 miles per hour, but it was straight in, like it was like dead in. So I was shooting into a wind. So that's why I think it's slowing down my bullets. So earlier when I was shooting this, I was impacting low with the 11.5 MOA. You can see the impacts down here, the ones that have a square. So actually earlier, now I don't remember exactly how many shots I took on this, so we can't call this a, because I got 4 shots here that are about 34 inches, so that's 3.4 MOA. So, but I don't know how many shots I took on this. I might have took 8. I just don't know. But I saw that they were impacting low. So that was with the 11.5 mil dial up. So that's why I went to 12.5, because I actually saw a few impact in the on the ground below. So I went a full mil up to 12.5, and I'm holding right at the top of the paper here. And now I've got my hits center. So here's a nice incentive, because if I had a guy's shoulders were here, I mean, I'd be impacting on the belly here. I would have had 3 shots at 1,000 yards in the belly. That one over there was way off. That would have been a miss. On this one here, if I was shooting a guy at 300 yards, again, I was holding up here, I would have had 1 hit on target. Okay, because these shots over here would have been way off to the left. So, interesting thing, because the last time I was shooting, I was using a target that was much, basically was like I think 25 inches wide. This one over here is 6 foot wide. Okay, so this is like 72 inches wide. Actually, probably even more because of this wood over here. So what that's actually doing is it's making it harder for me to get tighter group to see the impacts, because what's happening is when I'm getting these impacts over here, right? So they're off center, because I say the wind is pushing it off center. I'm not seeing the impacts in the dirt behind the target, so I'm not changing my hold. I mean, I just keep holding where I'm holding and keep setting them. And as long as I don't see impacts on dirt, you know, I could be anywhere on the paper. Okay, same thing was happening here. Okay, because this thing is like at least 6 foot wide. Okay, you know, like yeah, I got 3 impacts here. Like normally this would have been off target. It would have been a splash on dirt, and I would have said, okay, the wind changed, and then I would have shifted. I would have seen the impact on the mill grid, and I would have shifted that over. So because this target is so wide, I'm not seeing the impacts because everything's behind the 6 foot target. So yeah, the last time I was shooting, my targets were like I said, I think they were like 24 inches wide. And then, you know, off the edge of that, it was just dirt. So I would see the impacts on the dirt, and I would just correct. So yeah, having a bigger target makes it easier for you to get on paper, like you get on paper. But it makes it really hard, like to get like tight groups because you don't know what the wind's doing to you. And when I was like right now, like when I was shooting, the wind was like coming straight in. And then like down here, I looked at the wind flags, and it just stopped. So the wind's like on and off, and you know, like right now it just picked up. I just got a gust of wind. So it actually helps to have smaller targets if you want to get tight group. What do they say? There's a saying, aim small, miss small. So it is interesting. Let's take another shot at this. Okay, so this is the Palmetto AR-10 with the primary arms 5 to 25 by 56. And that's where we were before, all the way down there. Okay, so yeah, so for today, because I got a wind that's coming straight in at there's a wind ribbon over there. It's like a good 7 to 10 miles per hour. Straight in, my dial up, because it's already gone one full time around, so we're at 12 and a half. Okay, so and I'm shooting it at 10 magnification. So it's interesting because like if I'm shooting like let's say 200 yards and I'm trying to get like a really tight group, yeah, I dial up all the way to 25 or even at 100 yards to get like really tight groups. So I have a really fine aiming point. I'll dial up all the way up. But interesting thing is like shooting at distance, that fine aiming point isn't like the end all, you know, be all. Okay, there's so many other things that like, you know, because the wind is like constantly shifting. And I just need to have that wider field of view. So that's why even though there's a 25 power, I'm shooting it at 10. So really, really interesting, you know, how this is working out for me today. But yeah, it's definitely delivering. This you know, we got like a $500 scope and a $500 Palmetto, no, $700 Palmetto here. And yeah, the thing's delivering at 1,000 yards. And I think that you know, we're getting like 4 out of 5 on target. And I think that the reason I'm not doing better is number one, the ammunition. You know, it's not match ammunition. And number two, just the wind is like just on and off. Like, look, see that wind ribbon? Now it's like dying down a little bit, but it's pushing to the right. So I have a really inconsistent wind. But the nice thing about 308, it doesn't give a shit. It doesn't care that much about wind. So yeah, that's one of the nice things about shooting 308. You know, that's a 147 grain Freedom munition. I've done plenty of reviews on it. By the way, that's the Discovery mount, 20 MOA, $35 mount, working great. You know, so yeah, we got $700 Palmetto, $500 primary arms SLX scope, and we got a $35 20 MOA Discovery mount, and then that 308 ammunition from Freedom Munition. I think it's like $17.50 a box. So yeah, you don't need to spend a whole lot of money to get out to 1,000 yards. Oh, and we got the CB Life bipod. So yeah, the way this table is set up, I tried bagging it, but I couldn't quite get the gun because I have the 2 bags there. I shoot more steady when the guns are bagged, but I just couldn't get it right, so I just pulled out the bipod. So yeah, the being on a bipod versus bags is also throwing me off just a tiny little bit. But hey, you know, you make the best that you can out of a situation that you got. You know, it's all practice.